So, in a secret, it's a secret to everyone. In something we've been saying for the longest time, we've been saying it, no one wants to listen. Over 95% of players don't consider inclusivity important in gaming. Imagine that. Forced inclusivity is an enemy of creativity. It is. Because the characters we get that are diverse, their entire shtick is just being diverse. Their whole shtick is, look at me, I'm black, I'm trans, I'm non-binary. They don't have any real personality. They don't have any real personality. I can't care for a character just because they're trans. I can't care for a character just because they're black. You need to give me more of a reason. What more reason do you need? Oh, I don't know. Something that makes them like a normal human being. You know, like in real life. You know, what are their likes? What are their dislikes? What are their goals? What do they hope to achieve? If I'm going to be following this character for the rest of the game, I need to be able to care about them. And I don't care about them just because they're trans or just because they're black. Oh, so you're invalidating their experience and their worth. No, I just need more of a reason to care about them than just how they identify. Oh, so their identity isn't important to you. It's not if it's the only thing that's freaking going for them. But these people, they don't understand. We don't care about the diversity. Make it genuine, though. I'm so tired of seeing flamboyant gay men when there is more than enough masculine gay men to be represented. I'm tired of seeing people make sassy black characters when not all black people or all black women are sassy. It's just stereotypes. And it's self-inserts because these people creating these characters, their entire shtick as well is, oh, I identify as this, I identify as that. And their entire personality is based on how they identify. They have no redeeming personality traits apart from a skin color, their gender, and who they like to fuck. So we don't care about inclusivity as long as it's genuine. But it's not genuine anymore. It's forced. But of course, we're still going to be considered, oh, you guys are just a bunch of incel, misogynistic homophobes, despite the fact that you people are the Riris here and not actually listening to what we're saying. We were outright saying, we do not care if the character is gay. Just make them good. Like, for the love of Lucifer, we're not asking you to perform open heart surgery or send someone to the someone to Mars. We're just asking for good characters. Jesus fucking Christ, how hard is that? And yet you people just want to on big freaking corporation and never listen to what we're actually saying. Instead, and you're just a stupid fat racist incel living in your little cave in your mama's basement. Well, then you're freaking stupid because you're apparently not listening. You're apparently not listening. Now, this was from October 4th, I think. October 7th. A recent poll indicates that over 95% of players don't care about inclusivity in games. Forcing inclusivity into video games has been a known culprit, leading them to failure. DEI has become an unfortunate trend that has gradually been gaining more pace. Yeah. And you wonder why companies like Ubisoft, BioWare, Bethesda, EA, Activision, Square. Notice what all these companies have in common. They've all been forcing DEI crap into the games. And they wonder why they've all had to have layoffs, letting go innocent people because they want to force their DEI crap into games. A different poll on Twitter shows similar results. With nearly 10,000 votes, a whopping 97% of social media users voted against the importance of inclusivity. Now, inclusivity isn't, no, that's what I've said. From different origins, genders, races in a game, but what's offsetting is the forced inclusivity narrative that pushes political agendas into gaming. For context, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League introduced Mrs. Freeze. The character has a huge history in the comics and TV shows and has always been Victor Freeze, or Mr. Freeze. The idea of changing that attracted a lot of criticism. But like Mrs. Freeze was actually a thing. Like in the comics, Mrs. Freeze is a thing. But the fact is, in the comics, she's beautiful. Blonde hair, beautiful. Mrs. Freeze here looks like a fat, angry Asian dude. They just take and just force the bull crap in. They're afraid of beautiful women when they think that every girl needs to be a boss bitch. They're afraid of beautiful women. Forced inclusivity was never a problem a few years. Yeah, we've had 40, almost like what, 40 years of gaming that were perfectly fine. And then all of a sudden, a few years ago, they want to try doing this crap. If it was so important, why hasn't it been done long, long ago? Now, there you might say, oh, well, there's always been games that, yeah, but they haven't taken over like they are now. Where everything, movies, TV shows, games, everything's got to have forced diversity in it. Everything needs to have checkboxes and a quota. So, it's never been a problem ever since consultation companies like Sweet Baby Inc. emerged. This unfortunate trend has been forced into the industry, ruining many great games. Sweet Baby Inc. has a bunch of notable, yeah. As well as Square Enix, even though apparently Square Enix has been taken off their list. But, burn the gaming industry to the ground. We talked about that. If DEI has 1 million haters, I'm one of them. If DEI has 1,000 haters, I'm one of them. If DEI has 1 hater, it's me. DEI is a plague on everything it touches. But yeah, 95%. That's a big number. And it's what we've been saying this whole time. People don't care about inclusivity or representation. It has to be genuine. It has to be genuine. But these people who are writing the games don't know that. They don't know what genuine is because their entire personality is how they identify. I guarantee you that any one of you could walk into their studio and do a better job because you understand what it takes to make a character. And a character isn't just how they identify. Again, if you're going to go through an entire game, 100+ hours with this character, you need a reason to care about them apart from, well, they're trans, they're black, they're this. I don't give a crap. You know, give me a reason to care about them. How they identify, that's meaningless to me. I don't care who. There are games where you don't even play as a human. You'll play as some animal. And they seem to be better written. You seem to care about them more. You know, I bring up One Shot. Great game. You play as Nico, who's like part cat. And by the end, when you have to make your choice, you're in tears because neither choice is good. Because you've traveled and you've gone through this game with Nico this entire time. He's constantly talking to you. He's not really fully human, and you connect with him because he's a well-written character. He's not like, oh, hello. They're not like, oh, hello, my name is Nico, my pronouns. No, they're just a well-written character. You know, the moment where they think that you've left them because they can't hear you anymore, it's heartbreaking. You're like, no, Nico, I'm here. Just please listen to me. You know, you care about them. And then when you have to make that choice, you have 2 choices. Neither of them are good. Especially the one that ends with his, you know, Nico's life ending. You're like, no, I can't do that. I can't. No, I'm not. No, I'm gonna sacrifice this world to keep Nico safe. But it's because they're such a good character. But people don't want to listen to that because, again, people are Riris. And they'll hear you, but they're not listening. Instead, they just call you a phobe, ism, incel, this and that, and all these other words that they don't really know the definition of. All because they're afraid of actually listening to you. I'm not saying we don't want inclusivity. We're not saying to keep it out. We're saying if you're going to have diverse characters, make them genuine. Again, we're not asking for for you guys to, for these companies to send people to Mars. We're not asking you to perform open heart surgery. We're asking you to just write a good character. Is it really that hard? Apparently it is, because we keep getting insulted every time we say it, because people don't want to listen to us. It's not hard. But we don't get listened to. Instead, when a game fails, we're the reason. Not because of the characters that are just solely based on their skin color or how they identify. No. Us. The people wanting more. It's the people wanting better written characters. It's our fault. And as long as there's one person out there just big companies, they're never going to stop. Never going to stop. But numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. People don't care about this. The only people who do are those chronically ones online who sit on Twitter. They're like, oh my God, this art is offensive. There we go. Changed it. Fixed it for you. Or, I need to see myself as a non-binary BIPOC. I need to see myself represented. No, just stop. Just stop. So only a very small group of people care about this crap. But the majority has always been in favor of genuinely well-written characters. If they're black, great. If they're non-binary, great. If they're trans, great. Just make them good. I mean, I have to keep saying this because I need to really drive into these people's heads that we're not asking for you to exclude it. We just want good characters. We never had 80s, 90s, early 2000s. We had plenty of heroes, plenty of characters who were black, who were women, who were this. We never had a problem. But nowadays, they're not well written anymore. They're just forced in. Being written by people who their entire thing is their sexual identity or their skin color. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's always our fault. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's always our fault. We're not asking for you to exclude it completely. We're just saying how you can improve it. But you know what? Fuck us. Fuck us. If they want to keep failing, let them. Let them. Numbers don't lie. People are tired of it. People are tired of badly written characters, and you have those people out there still sucking the dicks of all these big corporations, allowing them to just continue on and not actually make any changes. So you know what? Go ahead. Keep sucking that dick. Keep just big company. And keep enjoying your poorly written characters for the sake of diversity. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.